Welcome back to the Lippy Country Club podcast, episode 9. Of course, as always, you have myself. We've got Goose and Jackson here, ready to go, boys. How we feeling? How we doing? What's up?
I'm feeling great. Goosey, your boy won today. How's it feel?
He's not my guy. I share no resemblance.
For those of you who don't know, I face swapped a bunch of golfers with my friends, and I face swapped Chris Gotterup with Gossett, and it looks pretty good. So
yeah, it's not too dissimilar.
Nothing alike.
Dude, I think you need a chain. I think you need to wear a chain when you play like him. I think it'd look pretty tough.
If somebody got me a chain, I would definitely wear it, but I'm not gonna buy one, even if it's fake.
Wow. Should we head it? Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the tourney. You know, we're here, we're talking about it. We just had the Scottish Open. Gotterup won. Were you guys able to watch any of the tourney? What were your thoughts?
Bits and pieces. I watched like a little bit of every day. Luckily, the weather delay today kind of let me watch the end of it. But kind of not super impressed with the tournament. I kind of thought that when the conditions were good, the scores were just too low and the golf wasn't that interesting. I was kind of seeing that all over Twitter. Like, people were saying like Scottish golf is like supposed to be good no matter what, like not just if the weather's bad. So, again, kind of bit of a bomb and gouge course. We saw like Chris Gotterup, Rory, guys like that up at the top. So we kind of expected that. But yeah, I'd love to see the Scottish Open move around. I know the Renaissance Club is nice, but like there's a ton of other courses I'd rather see.
Yeah. It was, I mean, to some degree, I think we saw, like, at least I saw specifically Rory and Scotty getting a little frustrated by the greens at times. Like, I think Rory hit a putt and he said, like, "Greens are shit," or something like that. And then, yeah, Scotty had like 2 or 3 times where he just had a classic Scotty reaction after he putts, where he's just like, he had one where he was like maniacally laughing, and then there was that one that I sent in our group message where he was just like, staring at it, like baffled as to why it didn't go in. So it seemed like the greens at least were giving people a little bit of trouble, which on that kind of course you would assume. A lot of kind of hills in the green and whatnot.
So what do y'all think about?
What do you think he was saying? The greens were crap because they were in bad condition, or because he was just frustrated?
I think it's
frustrated.
Yeah, I think any time. I mean, it was great weather. Like, any time that like any PGA guy, I feel like, is like, "Oh, this is crap," and like you don't hear anyone else saying it, it's clearly just like they're frustrated with like that they didn't like it. You know, those courses are, you know, almost always in pristine condition, so it's like it's not crap.
What'd y'all think of Buzzcut Rory? Is this a new Rory?
It was interesting. I saw, I think somebody like posted like a meme of like when he had his hat off, and it was like he looked weird for sure. It just looked like something looked off. It didn't quite match what we're used to, I guess.
I kind of like it.
It does look good.
It's like you're going through a phase a little bit. It's like he's like trying to find himself.
Yeah. I've never seen him. He was like chopping it up with Gotterup, walking to the 18th green when like he had to 1 putt and Gotterup 3 putt to send it to a playoff. And he was like talking like they were playing a casual round. I was like, I've never seen Rory do that before.
Do you like him?
No. Do not like Rory.
Well, I thought
Rory,
maybe
hater.
Like maybe that would show you like maybe you like him now. Like maybe he's turned a new leaf.
I'll have to see a lot more from Rory to become a fan of him. He's just the past 3 years, he's just been digging a hole.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I try to like him. I really do. And I think like in general I do. But then it's just like, I feel like every time he gets in front of a mic, I'm just like, what are we doing, bud? But I think I saw that he took some time to take some pictures with some kids and that kind of stuff. So that's good. He didn't just like, it was classic, like just leave and don't talk to anybody, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, he's like kind of closer to home.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's going to probably do that a lot more there. I mean, just naturally, he's like, those kids are going to look up to him more probably. So
yeah. Anything else noteworthy of mentioning for the tourney?
Excited getting a Port Rush this upcoming week.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna be fun.
Well, let's head into our vibe checks here. Is anybody got I think Hunter, you said you got a vibe check that you're ready to rip here.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little bit long-winded, but follow me here. So obviously we're in the next year or so stepping into a new commish or CEO or whatever his title is. But I think you could make golf interesting on every single day and make it worth watching. Because, okay, let's be real here. Unless it's a major or a significant event, we're probably lightly watching Thursday and Friday, especially Thursday. Very lightly watching Thursday, very lightly watching Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday. You maybe tune into a little bit Saturday, and then Sunday you kind of watch towards the end of the day when it's the end of the round. My suggestion would be to, let's see, you could either do a cut a day, or you could leave it as the normal cut where it's like the field starts at like around 150-ish, I think is what I was seeing. Like the average field is like 150-ish. And then it gets cut down to about 60, 65 headed into the weekend. But let's get another cut on Saturday and let's flip the field. So let's see the bottom 30 golfers tee off last, and let's see these guys sweat because they know what the cut line is and everything's changing and moving. It just adds like a little more gravity. And then on Sunday, because again, if you think like, let's think about football, let's think about NBA finals, right? Like you're gonna watch for what's the typical watch time for like those events that people watch a lot, about 3.5 hours, sometimes 4.
Yeah.
Like if it's Masters Day, like I feel obligated to turn it on first thing in the morning, right? Because I want to watch everything. But by the time like the marquee guys are going off, I've kind of like lost some of my steam, right? So my suggestion would be I want to cut after Saturday. So these guys that are playing at the end of the day are playing for their spot on Sunday. And then Sunday, we have roughly 30 golfers left. And it's a more consumable piece of time where I can watch start to finish and it doesn't take up my entire Sunday. So you're able to consume it more, and it's more like I'm more likely to tune in Sunday, or I'm sorry, like think about this too. I'm more likely to tune in Saturday morning because I'm watching Scotty Scheffler's, the Rorys, the Brysons, if it's a major, Spieth if he's ever in a mix again. You're tuning in early to watch those big name guys, and then you're hanging around because it's like, hey, these other guys are coming and they're playing for a spot on Sunday.
I like it. I'm all for like different tournaments doing different things. I think that makes things interesting. Like, I like that signature events are smaller fields and there's no cut. But yeah, I think I like that idea. Like, because I mean, you can kind of tell who is in the mix on Sunday anyway, and it's normally like the top 25-ish, depending on the course. maybe less. So yeah, I mean, again, yeah, I'm all for. I think like the different tournaments should have their own little tweaks and things to make it interesting and set them apart from other tournaments.
Yeah. But my thing with like no cuts is like, where's the drama? You know? There's something to even think about this.
They're hard to get into.
You're saying just to get into, yeah, I mean, that's fair, but
yeah, like getting into it is the hard part.
If you did a cut after Thursday, after Friday, after Saturday, every day is like, this is cutthroat. It's competitive. It's ultra competitive. Like, I want to see guys ticked because he's on 18 and he knows the cut line's +1 and he misses a par putt and he goes to bogey and he misses. Like, I'm more inclined to want to watch stuff like that. And I think too, like if you watch a broadcast, like a main broadcast, you miss so many great shots.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so many people going on at the same time where it's like, if we can, let's cut this down. I want to watch more people play more golf and less of like this just from a moment ago and I go see one guy's shot. It's like, NBC. Oh, great shot by this guy. Cool. Like what else was he doing? I have no idea, you know?
Yeah, I do think, I don't know. I mean, I do think like it could be cool for like a Friday and a Saturday cut. I feel like if a third, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a Thursday cut too, but I think like, I don't know if they have like a golfers like union or something like that, like a players union that I'm like, yeah, they probably would never go for it. But I'm like, a Friday, Saturday would be cool and just like thinning the field. Because like you said, just making it to where, you know, you can watch like, oh, okay, all these, you know, these top 30 or something like that are going to be going off at 3:00 or whatever it is, or probably not 3, but like,
yeah, I mean, it'd be like most of these guys would be going off at like, let's say like 11 instead of 3:58 p.m. or something silly like that, where I have to, you know, it goes late into the evening.
I do think, I mean, I think in general, and this is probably like the collective view of like people that don't watch golf or like only watch the majors and that kind of stuff, is like, I do think they have to figure out a way of like, how do we just show more golfers, like, you know, like it, like almost like a red zone, NFL red zone, where it's like we're firing like left and right, not like, you know, I get some of it's like the lore of like, you just get the calm talk, like, oh, that's in the hole, or, you know, whatever, like in some, you know, some tournaments, some commentators like are going to get fired up and that kind of stuff. But like, I think it would be, yeah, a lot more entertaining to watch if somehow we can just rapid fire, just be bouncing. I like, you know, I don't want to, as a viewer, I don't want to see a guy like looking at his putt, stepping up, practice swing, like show me when he's hitting it. Like, so it's like, how do we just get to like these cuts or multiple views, or like, can they do like a quad box or something like that, where we're just like, we're seeing 4 guys or 4 groups all at once, and then like, you know, maybe they can go to a, like I said, like, you know, red zone and it goes full screen and we see a cool shot or a bad miss or something like that. Because it does just get like, you know, like if you're not like a golfer and a golf guy or a golf girl, like, you know, you're probably not sitting down, you know, Saturday and Sunday and just like watching for 6 hours. Like, you might watch on Thursday and Friday. Like, I sit in front of a computer all day, so like on my second monitor I can have it pulled up on Thursday and Friday. But it's like, there's times where I'm like, I pull it up and I'm like, man, I'm bored even watching this, and like I'll pull something else up, you know, and watch it or listen to music or something like that. So I do think there's like, there should be like, something needs to happen to help like increase the viewing of it. And that's as like 3 guys that do like to watch it, like, you know, whenever we have the time. But it like, it's tough to just cut out, hey, like, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna watch this for 6 hours, okay? Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Right. And I just think even too, if you add just like, what is golf and any sport really at its core, when it's at the professional level, it is entertainment. And I think if you look at football, I mean, they've done a great job marketing, hyping up games all year. And it's like, I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago. It's like a signature event happened, and it's like we're 1 week off of a major. Like, let's chill out. People are probably like golf exhausted, like watching. But I just think there's I don't know that it's every time, but I think you definitely could make it to where it's like, we're calling this weekend the gauntlet, and it's cutthroat. I even think like match play would be super interesting to watch, and bring that back a little bit. I know the PGA at one point was match play, and then they switched, and that's basically why it's fallen off as like one of the majors, like the least cared about major. But it used to be match play, and people used to play an insane amount of holes over the course of a week. That would be crazy. Just like a week of golf where it's like, I get to see Scotty take on this up and comer, and it's like, oh, the up and comer takes a couple holes. It's like, oh crap! Like, what if Scott?
Or even like
it'd be cool. There's just a lot of stuff that I think is left on the table for golf viewers, to where it's like, pull in the people that don't care.
Yeah, or like even if there's a world where they start to like, take some, I assume eventually Live's probably just going to go away, but like, are there teams like that type of like, or do they do like a Ryder Cup style thing, like every, once every 2 months or something like that? I like to just like add some like extra excitement, like, because I've literally never watched a Live event, but like I see clips and that kind of stuff, and like I think like the team thing could be interesting as well. Like, let these guys, like, I don't know, maybe you want the teams to be balanced, maybe not. Maybe it's fun if like, 4 guys just decide we're going to be a team and we're the 4 best golfers, and like and then like then you get people being like, this is bull crap, like this is a super team, whatever, like there should be these, like, I don't know, just like stuff to add drama and controversy and whatever.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the commissioner does, the new commissioner. I think we got a good guy. Like, we got the guy from the right league. So he's going to for sure do something. I just don't know. Again, there's just so much nuance with golf, and there's so much history that it's going to be hard to make certain changes.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, the change I suggested, albeit, it's a bit extreme, but it doesn't change the validity of anything, because like the guys that get cut after Saturday, like my session would be like, just pay like you normally would. You've made the cut. You're not missing a paycheck because of it, kind of thing. It would more just be like, how do we add an entertainment level where, like, it's the final 2 minutes of the game, and Josh Allen's got the ball and he goes down and scores, and Patrick Mahomes has 13 seconds left. Like, it's like, they're not going to win. Just crazy stuff where it's like, let's add some twists.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think there's a lot there.
Yeah. Sweet.
Shot clocks would be cool.
All right. So my vibe check. This is going to be a bit of a different one because neither of you guys are cigar smokers, but what's our vibe check on smoking a cigar while playing? Obviously, you guys don't smoke cigars, so maybe it's, even being paired with somebody that's smoking a cigar. We drawing or fading that?
I'm drawing it. I wish I could smoke a cigar. I just can't. Like, I've done it before, and it was a disaster. It was at Pinehurst. We got like rained out kind of, so we go to the bar and come back out, and he like gives me a cigar while we're like waiting for it to dry up a little bit. And like, I was just sitting down smoking a cigar, and I like stand up to go tee off, and I concede. And it also makes me feel terrible. So like if it's a golf trip, the next day I'm useless. But I think it's cool. Bonus points if you mark your ball with a cigar. I've seen people do that before. Pretty.
Say that again. You cut out.
Um,
Say the last part you said.
Bonus points if you mark your ball with a cigar. I've seen people do it before. It's a pretty baller move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is gonna sound snooty, I guess, maybe in a sense, but I'm gonna fade it. I'm not a fan of the smell of cigars or cigarettes. So to me, it's just like an annoyance thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously would tolerate this cigar smell with smoke a little bit easier. Like cigarettes to me are disgusting, but if I was playing like a round with somebody and they have like a tradition where it's like, if I break 90 today, I smoke a celebratory cigar afterwards. I think, something like that's kind of fun. Just like if it's like a milestone thing, which now that I think of it, that would be a pretty dang cool thing for me to keep in the bag and just always ready for whenever I do, and just light, just just light one up afterwards.
Yeah.
Blow some O's.
Like the Ryder Cup?
But,
oh, dude.
Yeah, something celebratory where it's like it's marking a moment.
Yeah.
And who knows, I may have it in the bag for another 5 years or something silly like that. But yeah, I think like a celebratory one is cool. But
yeah,
outside of that, I would fade.
Yeah. I mean, you guys know I'm a big cigar guy, so I'm for it. The biggest thing that I feel like is difficult is like, it's just like the balance of like keeping the cigar lit while also like focusing on your like game and round is tough, because it's like I'm not like, there's a guy in my golf league that like he'll swing with it in his mouth, and I have like no clue how he does it, because I'm like, I feel like I'm just gonna inhale it like when I'm like I don't know, like, and I don't even know, like, but he, like, they were in the playoffs last year, like he's like, he's an older guy and he's not like, insanely good, but he's like, he definitely shoots better than me most times. Like he probably shoots, somewhere between like 45 and 50, and sometimes goes lower than 45. And I don't know. I think it's like, whenever he does it, I'm like, he looks so cool. I wish I could do that. Like I wish I could just have a cigar in my mouth while I swing. That looks freaking dope. But yeah.
You have to kind of like be somebody, because there's like pictures of like Michael Jordan doing it. It's like, yeah, that looks sick.
Yeah,
but it's like, I'm me,
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're doing it just on like a Thursday afternoon with somebody, and they're like, "What are you like? Why are you smoking?"
Yeah,
this?
at the local muni. Yeah, it's like,
But
So my vibe check this week is one I've been thinking about for a while, but getting a new PR on a 9-hole. So you loop a 9.
wow. Okay, that feels directed.
What?
You directed that at me?
no. He had this.
I didn't.
No, he definitely is.
Because we talked about this in a different group message.
Dude, come on, man.
So the 9-hole that I play, this like that Paul Walker course, I'm like, I think like if I get a little bit better probably, and I have a good day, I think I can break par there. But would that count as breaking par?
I think you gotta play another 9.
That's what, but he's saying you loop it, you play the 9 twice.
You loop it, yeah.
Oh,
but for me, it's a fade, because I think like you're playing the holes twice, whereas like the whole part of golf is it's 18 different holes. So I think,
yeah,
I think like, yeah, I just think you get a slight advantage of like, okay, here's how I'm swinging today. Here's how things are going. So then as you loop back around, you're like, okay, I'm gonna play it like this. That this time, how I didn't do so well here on 3, but now the second time I play 3, I'm gonna do this. So I'm a fade. I don't think it counts. Yeah, I think you got to play 18 unique holes.
Yeah, I'll
Devil's
fade
advocate.
in the same sense.
I was gonna say, what would you say to the people that play at their same club 2-3 times a week? They know these holes like the back of their hand, but it's 18
But
holes.
if you're playing 18, it's different though. And if it's also, like, I guess if you're playing like 36 in one day, you could say the same thing that we're kind of saying with like playing 9. So if it's like the first time around, you play like crap, and then you're like, well, I'm playing 36, and you go back out and you PR it. I mean, that's kind of.
I think that's where it's different. Is it's like, even if you play 3 or 4 times a week, you're a member somewhere, and you're playing the same 18 at 3 to 4 times a week every week. What's different is the weather's going to be different, the wind's going to be different. Did it rain that week? Like, did you play it on Monday and conditions are great, and then you played it on Wednesday and it rained all day on Tuesday? So it's like it still becomes 18 unique holes then. I don't like,
Yeah,
if you were to do it, I would be like, man, that's awesome. Like, that's really impressive.
Same.
But I'd be like,
what if I'm like telling people, yeah, I broke par before?
I'd be like, no,
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I don't know.
yeah,
I wouldn't
I'd be like,
think
he didn't. He played 2 9s. He played the same 9 twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when people ask me my like 18 hole record, I don't, because I've looped it twice and shot +3, but I don't say that's my PR.
What is our 18 hole record? I'm just curious, actually.
I shot a 77 at Kenny Perry.
77, you said?
Which Kenny Perry's pretty easy. Yeah. So I don't know what like the net score would have been, but
What's yours, Hunter?
Best ever. I think it was like a 94.
Nice. I shot an 87 at AJ Jolly. I was on fire that day. But I think I took like 2 mulligans that day. So it probably would have been like a 90 to a 95 or something like that. Probably. If I'm,
I was gonna say like a 91.
Yeah. So
this was the like Wednesday or Thursday right after our golf trip last year. I went out
really
by myself and like had the best round of my life.
That's
I
awesome.
birdied like I was like 2 under through like 4 or something. It was
Yeah. That's sweet. I can't wait for the day that I just consistently break 100. I feel like I'm on cloud 9. I'll be acting like I'm a scratch golfer even though I'm hitting 95s.
If I broke 100 twice in a row, I would be like, I'm like really good.
Is the PGA Tour calling me right now?
Yeah.
All right, boys, let's head into our draft here. Today we are drafting par 3 distances. So just kind of our favorite distances that we like to see in a par 3, what we think is maybe most fun or just as good for, our specific skills where we're at with our club. So we will be drafting that today. So we've got Jackson, then Goose, and myself, par 3 distances draft.
all right. Mine 101. I'm glad I got it. I don't know if you guys would have went this direction, but it's the right answer. The best par 3 in the world is this distance. It's going to be 100.
Okay. Wow.
100 to 109.
Okay. I didn't think that's where you were going. I thought you were going to go longer.
What's your number? Wait, who are you referring to here?
Pebble Beach 7, 8.
The one that's like straight downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think
like
that's really debatable for best par 3.
it's debatable. Yeah, it's not.
I like it.
It's my
That would be
opinion.
my
I
1-1.
think
That would be
I
my
think it's the
1-1.
distance or the hole.
Almond Corner.
The
Corner.
distance.
However you want to pronounce it.
The distance.
Everybody's different.
But sorry, go. What were you saying, Hunter?
Yeah, there's not like I don't know. There's a few good par 3s on that course.
Or also Sawgrass 17.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
up there.
we could have a par 3 draft of just drafting different PGA holes that are par 3. Anyways, I guess Jackson picked the distance that best suits him because he's the little guy. But I'm gonna take I'm gonna take 170.
Wow.
Bit long, but fun.
Yeah.
I know
It's an awkward distance for me.
it's maybe the worst part of either my like chipping or my like 7-8 iron is like the worst part of my game. So that I do not enjoy that distance.
With the 1-3 here, I'm gonna go 120 yards. I think it's just a nice kind of middle ground, kind of the sweet spot for me personally, depending on if it's uphill, downhill, straight at it. I think it, can really kind of play anywhere from like, for me personally, I don't hit my clubs super far right now, especially my irons hit them pretty high in the air, but that's playing anywhere from like a 120s, something between like a 9, like a pitching wedge to like a 8, maybe something like that. Depending on, like I said, if it's uphill, downhill, I think it's kind of a sweet spot there. And then for the 2-1, I'm going to go 150. So,
dang it.
So I'm going to go 120, 150. 150 is 150. Like, so with your pick before of what you said, 170, right? Like, I think that's I think 150 is like the perfect, like, this is a long par 3 and I feel good about it. Like, anything longer than 150 for me starts to get a little uncomfy.
Yeah, I really liked 150. I was hoping 150 would sneak back around to me, whatever position I had, or if I ended up in your position, I was going to take it. It's like the perfect. It's like, depends on the wind, but it's either a pitching wedge or a 9 iron, and I feel really confident with both of those. So, anyways, that sucks that got sniped from me.
Augusta number 12.
I'm kind of at a crossroads here. Huh?
Augusta number 12. Another probably one of that would be in my top 3 par 3s in the world.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, it's that distance.
I guess I'm gonna stick to picking kind of weird numbers that you guys don't like, but I'm gonna take 160. It's like a perfect 8 iron for me. Maybe the wind's helping. We get a 9, but yeah, it's tough. I really wanted 150. That would have been like a really good number too for 170.
Yeah. 160 was on my list if 150 wasn't there. So,
dang it.
I'm gonna go. This might have been my 102. Is 130.
Okay.
I love a good 130.
So you've picked 100 and 130 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think short par 3s, like maybe one of the most fun holes on a course is like their short par 3. I feel like every course needs one in that 100 to 135-ish range.
I agree.
Oh, that's me again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then, like I said, every course needs one, and I think every course needs a long one too. So I really enjoy a long one. It feels really good when you hit the green or make a par. I'm gonna go 190. It's a really good distance. again, like I said, feels really good if you can par it, can separate some strokes.
I don't hate
challenging. Pretty fun.
I like the pick. It would like, I would potentially consider it at, the 3-3, like depending on where Hunter goes here. But like that's like, again, just such like a weird distance for me. Cause it's like, I'm not hitting it very far right now. So like, that's like, I have to consider like, is it uphill? Do I hit a 3-wood? Like, is it, am I hitting a 5-wood, or am I hitting a hybrid? And then when you do that, like, it gets tough parking it on the green. Like, you just get a lot of some awkward stuff there. So for me, that's tough because I'm not hitting it far right now.
I would consider going 180 here, but considering I've got 170 and 160, I feel like they're kind of, they need some yang to their yin, whatever that is. So I'm going to take 110. Just feels like you guys already took, well, I didn't want 100, but 120 was like my favorite kind of shorter one. I don't like anything that's like, if it's shorter than 120, I don't really like it because it's not a full swing for me. I feel like I have to like, and I'm not hitting a 58 or 60 off the tee. Like, that's just stupid. Even if I hit the green, I'm surely going to spin it off. So yeah, I'm going to go 110. Just kind of, you guys took some good distances already, so it's kind of luck of the draw there.
Yeah, I think with the last one, this might be a Mickey Mouse pick here, but I'm gonna go even shorter. I'm gonna go 90.
Yuck.
So I think that's super fun. I love, that's like,
go play par 3 course, man.
Let me get a gap wedge out and just get just get one high in the air and put it close. I think that's like, but I think that's why that's fun is like, to what you brought up before, Hunter. Like, there's not a lot of guys that like, they're like, I play with like my buddy Jacob, like he hits the ball like far, but like when we start getting that tight distances, it's like, he's forced to hit his like 60 or something like that, but you don't want to like, so I just think it's a little bit of a skill to be able to like, like me, like hit my gap wedge high and kind of put it close.
I think I would enjoy it. I just feel like I've never really played a course.
Yeah,
has like a 90-yard.
Yeah, I'm sure it exists. Like, that's why it's a bit of a Mickey Mouse pick, because it's like, there's probably very few, there's probably some that play 90 with like, if it's a downhill, like we talked before, like 100.
Yeah, Pebble probably plays like 8.
Yeah, so, but I think that distance is super fun.
I feel like a 90-yard hole, I feel like the only time I see that is if like, it's like a 115-yard hole and they're like repairing their tee boxes, so they just like throw they just like throw a stake in and you're like, go up there and hit this easy wedge. That's how it is at Paul Walker.
Yeah. Well, hey, let us know who you think won the draft. Let us know who has the best team. I would say let us know if we missed anything, but par 3s are pretty specific, so we're only talking 10-yard differences here.
I think 140 stuck around, which is kind of surprising. That's a pretty good little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. I like 140.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's probably my least. I have a huge gap there.
Yeah. So let us know who won in the comments.
I'm not skilled enough to sit it.
Yeah, 200's awkward, really awkward. All right.
For us, like for PGA Tour pros, that's a different story.
Yeah. Because they're hitting what, like a six iron or something like that, like 5 iron. I don't know. Like
a 5 iron.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay lippy.